My dear child, I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now. Yes, I am talking directly to you. Wherever you find yourself at this very moment, I just need you to pause, put everything else on hold. We really need to have a conversation. There is something that the Havens have been waiting to share with you, and it simply cannot wait another second. This exact moment is a sacred one, and the next few minutes you spend listening to this will completely shift the direction of your entire life. I am not merely asking for your attention right now. I am actively calling out to your heart. So please do not walk away from this. Do not scroll past this message. This is a divine appointment. This is urgent. This is me speaking directly to your soul. I have seen exactly how deeply tired you truly are. I have watched you wake up every single day and force yourself to push through the immense pain, the overwhelming fear, and all the heavy doubts that cloud your mind. I know about those days where you managed to put on a brave smile in front of the world, but deep inside, your spirit was crying out in sorrow. I know about those long, endless nights where sleep completely refused to come to you, and your racing thoughts felt like a violent storm that was never going to end. And even in those moments when you prayed so hard, even when you quietly whispered my name into the darkness, I know it felt as though I was completely silent. You thought I was far away, but I was not. I was right there. I was sitting there with you in the darkest parts of your room. I heard absolutely every single word that left your lips. I counted every single tear that rolled down your cheeks. I never once looked away from you. You might walk around feeling like there is absolutely no one on this earth who understands what you're currently going through, but I do. I completely understand the heavy pressure that sits on your shoulders. I understand the deep, aching loneliness that follows you around. I understand just how incredibly difficult it is to keep putting one foot in front of the other when everything inside of your heart feels completely empty. But my precious child, I did not guide you this far in your journey just to abandon you now. I did not rescue you from your past, protect you from hidden dangers, and carry you through all those storms only to turn my face away when you need me the most. No, my dear one, I am still right here standing beside you. My nature has not changed, my love has not faded, and I absolutely still have a beautiful, masterful plan for your entire life. Yes, it is true that you have made mistakes along the way. You have struggled with things that nobody else knows about. You have had moments of intense doubt, but I want to make something very clear to you. I never loved you just because you were acting perfectly. I love you simply because you belong to me. You are my beautiful creation. You are my greatest joy. You are my deeply beloved child, and absolutely nothing you have ever done, nothing you are currently facing, and nothing that has ever been spoken against you can ever change that fundamental truth. You have been so incredibly strong for such a long period of time. You have carried weights that were not meant for you to carry. But right now, in this current season, I want you to simply rest. I do not just mean taking a physical break, though your body needs that too. I mean finding a deep, profound rest within your very soul. I want you to rest completely in my presence. I need you to let go of that gripping fear that keeps you awake. I need you to release the heavy guilt that tells you that you are not good enough. I need you to drop the immense pressure you put on yourself to fix every single problem on your own. I never actually asked you to carry the weight of the entire world. That was never supposed to be your job description. That is exactly why I came to this earth. That is why I willingly gave my own life, so that you would not have to walk around being crushed by the heaviness of this broken world. My dear child, I clearly see exactly how other people have hurt you deeply. I see the painful betrayal that still stings when you think about it. I hear the cruel words that continue to echo in your memory. I feel the cold rejection that made you start questioning your own basic worth and value. I want to look you in the eyes and tell you right now that none of that was your fault. The actions of those people came from their own deep, unhealed wounds and their own inner brokenness. The poor choices they made regarding you do not define who you are as a person. The fact that they rejected you does not mean, and has never meant, that I rejected you. In reality, during those painful moments while they were busy walking away from you, I was actually stepping even closer to you. While they were carelessly breaking your fragile heart, I was the one gently kneeling down and picking up all the shattered pieces. While you were sitting there wondering if you even mattered at all, I was standing over you, watching you with an endless, flowing love that has never once stopped pouring in your direction. I want you to know with absolute certainty that you are not forgotten. You are never invisible to me. You are not too broken to be fixed. You are not too far gone to be brought back. And you are never unlovable. I am the God who specializes in total restoration. I am the one who takes absolute ashes and turns them into breathtaking beauty. I am the one who brings complete and total healing to the deepest, most infected wounds of the human heart. I am the one who takes your senseless pain and transforms it into a powerful, meaningful purpose. And I want you to realize that this is exactly what I am doing in your life at this very moment. Even right now, as you are simply listening to these words, I am actively working deep inside your heart. Even on the days when you cannot feel my presence at all, I am constantly moving things around for your benefit. Even when your eyes cannot see any physical evidence of change, I am busy preparing a clear path for your future. Because of this, I am asking you not to give up. Please do not stop moving forward now. Do not fall for the terrible lie that whispers in your ear telling you that nothing is ever going to get better. I am the God of positive change. I am the ultimate God of impossible miracles. I have not forgotten a single one of those prayers you prayed while choking on your own tears. I have not overlooked or misplaced a single promise that I have spoken over your life. What I have said I am going to do, I will absolutely do. My word is a solid rock. My timing, though it often feels incredibly slow to you, is absolutely perfect. And I am telling you right now that the spiritual season surrounding your life is beginning to shift. You are standing on the edge of seeing massive doors swing open, doors that no human being will ever have the power to shut again. You are about to step into a level of deep, complete healing that no earthly doctor could ever prescribe. You are about to walk in a type of profound peace that makes absolutely no logical sense to the frantic world swirling around you. But before any of this can fully manifest, you have to make the choice to trust me once again. You need to willingly let go of your desperate need for control. You have to let go of the exhausting need to have all the answers figured out right this second, and simply learn to rest in my capable hands. My beloved child, please do not let the enemy steal the power of this specific moment from you. He desperately wants you to click away, to walk away, and to ignore this. He wants to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. He wants to convince you that this message is meant for someone else, someone better, someone more holy. But he is a complete liar. This message was designed specifically for you. This is me speaking directly and passionately to your weary soul. I called you to this exact moment because I am preparing to shift the entire atmosphere of your life. And if you will just choose to believe, if you will just pry open your closed heart even a tiny fraction, I am going to do the very things you had convinced yourself could never be done. I know intimately that there are things buried inside you that you never talk about with anyone. I know about those quiet, creeping fears. I know about that heavy, hidden shame you carry. I know about those dark thoughts that constantly tell you, I am just not good enough, or I have messed up my life way too much to ever recover. I watch you try so desperately to push those negative thoughts away, but they always seem to return. They whisper loudly in your mind when you are completely alone, in the quiet moments when nobody else is watching you. But I am watching you. I see the real you. And I need you to know right now today that those destructive thoughts do not come from me. I have never once looked at you and called you broken. I have never once looked at your life and labeled you a failure. I have never, ever said that you are not worth the effort. That negative, critical voice is completely foreign to me. My voice only speaks pure love over you. My voice loudly calls you incredibly worthy. My voice constantly reminds you that you are entirely forgiven, that you have been handpicked and chosen, and that your life carries a massive, significant purpose. Even in those moments when you feel completely weak and depleted, I look at you and I see incredible, undeniable strength. Even on the days when you stumble and fall flat on your face, I do not walk away in disgust. Instead, I reach my hand down to gently lift you back onto your feet. I know that the road you have been walking has not been an easy one. I know full well that you have survived things, endured things, and walked through fires that many other people would not have been able to survive. But look at Yaorzov. You are still here. You are still breathing. That fact alone means something incredibly profound. It means that you still have a bright future ahead of you. It means that my plan for you is not finished yet. If the story of your life was truly over, I would have already called you back home to be with me. But I have not done that because I am simply not done writing the beautiful chapters of your life. You might be sitting there thinking that you have wasted far too much precious time. You might be convinced that the best, most joyful days of your life are permanently stuck in the past. But I am telling you the absolute truth right now. Your very best days are still waiting for you ahead. The glorious things that are coming into your life are going to be so much greater than anything you have experienced before. The intense pain you have been feeling will absolutely not be the final chapter of your story. Deep, overwhelming joy is on its way to you. Fresh, vibrant hope is already rising on the horizon. I am actively doing a brand new thing in your life even as you sit there. I have already prepared specific, wonderful blessings for you that are currently hidden from your view. I have already begun placing specific, kind-hearted people onto your path who are going to love you purely, with absolutely no hidden agendas or selfish motives. I have already unlocked doors of opportunity that are just waiting for the right moment to swing wide open for you. You are going to see me make a clear path for you out of nowhere. And this will not happen because you somehow worked hard enough to earn it, but simply because I love you with an everlasting love. Please, do not try to intellectually understand how everything is going to work out right now. Some of the answers you are desperately seeking will only be given to you later on down the road. Some situations in life only ever make sense when you are looking back at them in the rearview mirror. For this current moment, your only job is to stay as close to my heart as possible. Just let me gently take the lid. You do not have to have your entire 10-year plan figured out. I have already mapped out every single step. And please listen closely to me, my precious child. Do not drag the heavy, painful baggage of your past into this beautiful new season I have prepared for you. You have to let it go. That bitter betrayal you experienced, hand it over to me. That painful memory that still has the power to make you break down and cry, lay it down gently at my feet. That paralyzing fear of opening up and being hurt by someone again. Trust me to be the ultimate protector of your heart. I am your supreme healer. I am your fierce defender. I will absolutely never allow any harm to touch your life without intentionally transforming it into something incredibly good and beneficial for you in the end. I know you have been looking up at the sky, constantly asking, when is my situation finally going to change? And my loving answer to you is this: the change you are waiting for is actually beginning right now. It might not look like everything in your external environment is instantly transforming overnight, but the true miracle is that I am fundamentally shifting something deep inside of your own spirit. I am actively restoring your sense of inner peace. I am washing and renewing your tired mind. I am breathing fresh, cool life into your exhausted soul. I am asking you to just let me love you in the exact way you have always needed to be loved. Let me physically show you what real, undisturbed peace actually feels like. Let me turn down the volume of the chaotic noise in your anxious thoughts, and let me completely calm the raging storm that lives inside your chest. Furthermore, my child, I do not want you walking down this difficult road all by yourself anymore. I am intentionally bringing genuine, loyal people into your life who are going to walk side by side with you. They are going to pray with you, hope with you, and believe in the best for you. These are going to be people who will completely refuse to judge you based on your messy past, but instead, they will stand up and fiercely fight for your bright future. However, for this to happen, you have to be completely willing to open your heart up again. You must be willing to take the risk and let genuine love back inside. I see all the tears you cry, especially the ones you try so desperately to hide from the rest of the world. I see the endless list of heavy questions weighing down your heart. But please hear my voice. Absolutely nothing about your existence has been an accident or a mistake. I have the divine ability to use every single piece of your story, even the sharpest pain, even the longest, most frustrating delays, and even the biggest, ugliest messes you have made. I can and will use all of it to craft something undeniably beautiful. You need to know that you are not alone right now. In fact, You have never actually been alone a single day of your life. In every pitch black room you sat in, I was standing right there. Every time you let out a completely silent cry for help, my ears heard it perfectly. Every single time you stood on the edge and seriously thought about giving up completely, I was the invisible force wrapping my arms around you and holding you upright, even when you had absolutely no idea I was there. So right now, I am commanding your spirit to arise. Lift your heavy head up. You have not been forgotten. Your story is far from finished. You belong entirely to me, and I love you with a depth and intensity that human words could never properly describe. My beautifully beloved child, I am going to keep speaking to you. I want you to let every single one of these words sink deeply into the very bottom of your heart, because I am not just speaking empty sentences into the air. Through these words, I am actively healing your deepest wounds. I am restoring what was stolen from you. I am calling your wandering spirit back into a place of perfect safety and peace. I know that you have been carrying around a mountain of worry regarding what is going to happen tomorrow. You have been paralyzed by deep fears concerning your finances and your survival. You have been drowning in sadness over the people who promised to stay but decided to leave. You have been holding onto agonizing pain regarding the dreams and plans that completely fell apart. You constantly torture yourself by asking, what happens if things never actually get any better than this? But my dear child, I want to plant this truth deep inside you. It absolutely will get better. I am standing right here right now. I have always been standing right here, and I am promising you with the full weight of my eternal love that everything is going to improve because my presence is going with you. You do not need to possess all the correct answers. You do not have to maintain this exhausting facade of being incredibly strong 24 hours a day. You do not need to walk around pretending that everything is perfectly fine when it is clearly not. All I ask is that you simply bring your authentic heart directly to me. Whether it is completely broken, utterly exhausted, or deeply confused, none of that matters to me. I want all of it. I want all of you. I do not just want the shiny, well-behaved, presentable parts of your personality. I love you immensely when you are laughing and smiling, and I love you with that exact same intensity when you are curled up and crying. I love you when you feel courageous and ready to take on the world. And I love you just as much when you are terrified and shaking in the corner. Absolutely nothing you do can ever turn off the faucet of my love for you. You have spent so much time and energy trying to fix your life entirely on your own strength. You have read the books, tried the methods, and attempted to put your own broken pieces back together. But my child, trying to fix your own soul was never supposed to be your responsibility. That is precisely what I do. I am the ultimate fixer of shattered things. I am the one who carries blazing light into pitch black darkness. I am the one who walks into a room of total chaos and establishes perfect, unshakable peace. Please, just step back and let me do my job in your life. There might be days when you feel incredibly disconnected and far away from my presence. There might be moments when you convince yourself that you have wandered too far off the path, or that you have committed too many terrible mistakes to ever be accepted back. But listen to my voice right now. I have never, not even for a fraction of a second, turned my back on you. I am still standing faithfully right beside your shoulder. I never packed up and left. All it requires is just one tiny, faint whisper from your lips, just one small, honest prayer, just one moment of turning your attention toward me, and I will instantly flood your entire heart with my overwhelming love once again. You do not have to go on a long journey to earn this love back. You simply have to open your hands and receive it freely. I watch the way you look at other people and silently compare yourself to them. I hear you thinking that they are somehow much stronger than you, far better than you, and significantly more loved than you are. But that is a complete and total illusion. It is a lie. You are just as uniquely special as anyone else. You are just as purposely chosen as anyone else. You are just as fiercely loved as anyone else on this earth. I personally crafted you with immense thought and meticulous care. Every single physical and emotional aspect of who you are was carefully designed by my own hands. Your existence is absolutely not a random mistake. Your life is a literal, breathing miracle. Do not allow the painful events of your past to dictate your identity. Do not allow your current fears to convince you that your time has run out and that it is simply too late for you to be happy. It is never too late in my kingdom. I still hold incredible, mind-blowing plans for your future. You still have plenty of time ahead of you. You still have a beautiful future waiting to be lived. You still possess a vital, deeply needed purpose on this earth. If you could only borrow my eyes for one single moment and see yourself exactly the way that I see you, you would never stop smiling. There are massive blessings that have already been dispatched and are currently making their way directly to your front door. You might not be able to visibly see them approaching just yet, but they are guaranteed to arrive. Iron doors are going to swing open effortlessly. Deep, soothing healing is going to flow through your veins. The clear, direct answers you have been begging for are going to arrive. All you have to do is just hold on tight for a little bit longer. Keep your trust anchored in me. Keep your hope burning bright. Keep lifting your weary eyes up to my face. And my child, please do not be so terrified to just let go. I know it is incredibly difficult. I know it goes against your survival instincts to willingly surrender control, but you do not have to walk around carrying the weight of the universe anymore. Hand the heavy bags over to me. I am infinitely strong enough to carry them all. I am infinitely good enough to handle them. I am infinitely close enough to take them from your hands right now. I will gladly hold everything that has become far too heavy for your arms to bear. You are completely, absolutely, entirely safe when you are with me. No other human being will ever be able to understand the deep complexities of your mind the way that I do. And absolutely no one in the entire universe will ever be capable of loving you with the fierce intensity that I love you with. No one will ever care for your tender heart the way that I promise to care for. So please just come here and let your exhausted heart rest. Let go of that constant, draining internal battle you fight every day. Let me gently take you by the hand and patiently lead you to a better place. You do not need to try so desperately hard to prove that you are worthier enough. You already are more than enough. You are enough simply because I am the one who created you, and I declare that you are enough. And whatever I declare becomes the ultimate, undeniable truth. I know how long you have been sitting in the waiting room of life. You have been endlessly waiting for clear answers to arrive, waiting for a blatant sign to drop from the sky, waiting for your miserable circumstances to finally change. And I hear your constant cries asking, "When, Lord? When is it finally going to be my turn?" My beautiful child, I know exactly how agonizing it has been for you to sit and wait. I know just how completely drained and cynical your heart has become. I know exactly how many times you have looked at the people around you and secretly wondered if your own life is ever going to improve. But I am making a promise to you right now. Your long season of waiting has absolutely not been a waste of time. Even while you are sitting there doing nothing but waiting, I am actively working behind the curtain. I am diligently preparing incredible things for your lifa, things that are currently completely invisible to your human eyes. I am busy moving the right people into the right positions so they will be there exactly when you need them. I am quietly unlocking hidden doors of opportunity that you do not even know exist yet. I am taking all the confusing, crooked paths of your life and hammering them straight. You might not be able to see any of this construction work right now, but you will soon. You are going to physically see and experience the overwhelming goodness that I have consistently promised you. Right now, you are only capable of seeing the exact step that is directly in front of your feet. But I am looking at the grand, completed puzzle of your entire life. I clearly see every painful place you have ever been. I clearly see exactly where you are hurting right now. And I clearly see the breathtaking destination where I am ultimately leading you. And let me assure you, my child, the place where I am taking you is incredibly good. Is a place overflowing with absolute peace, bursting with uncontrollable joy, and saturated with total healing. You're going to throw your head back and laugh out loud again. You're going to close your eyes and dream massive dreams again. You're going to wake up feeling vibrant and strong again. I have not forgot a single one of the beautiful promises I whispered into your spirit. It is impossible for me to lie. I do not randomly change my mind about my children. Whatever I have spoken over your life, I will follow through and perform. Even if this process has taken significantly longer than your heart originally hoped for, I remain absolutely, perfectly faithful. My timing is flawless, and I know the exact, perfect second to finally release the floodgates of your blessing. But right now, I need you to do something very important for me. I need you to just keep choosing to believe in me. I need you to actively trust my character, even when your physical senses are screaming that nothing is happening. I need you to open your mouth and begin speaking bold words of hope over your own life and your own future. Even on the days when you feel completely empty and numb inside, your small seed of faith has the power to literally move giant mountains out of your way. Your tear-soaked prayers have the power to blast open locked doors. Your quiet moments of worship have the power to completely shatter heavy iron chains. I know that choosing to believe is not an easy task. I know there are specific days where all you want to do is throw in the towel and give up completely. But I am standing right here specifically to lift you back up. Feeling deeply tired does not mean that you are weak. Feeling extremely unsure about the future does not make you a bad person. It simply means that you are a human being, and I understand the limitations of your humanity far better than anyone else ever could. That is why I want you to lean your entire body weight on me. You do not have to drag yourself down this difficult road all by yourself. I am your endless source of strength. I am your constant, reliable helper. I am your loving, protective father. I will absolutely never allow you to fall and be distraught. And please, my child, completely stop comparing the timeline of your life to the people you see around you. Do not trick yourself into believing that you are somehow falling behind just because another person received their answered prayer before you received yours. Their life path is fundamentally different from your path. I specifically designed you for a totally different, entirely unique, and incredibly beautiful purpose. Your appointed time is rapidly approaching. Your special moment is going to arrive right on schedule. And when it finally breaks through, it is going to be so much more magnificent than anything your mind could have ever imagined. So please, just stay as close to my side as you possibly can. Keep talking to me throughout your day. Even if the only word you can manage to force out of your mouth is the word help. Even if you have completely run out of words and all you can do is sit on the floor and cry, I promise you that I perfectly understand the language of every single tear. I can literally feel every painful ache that tightens your chest. And I make you this solemn promise. I will absolutely not abandon you to rot in this painful place. I am going to gently and safely lead you all the way through this dark valley. So please, just take one more brave step forward. Take one more deep, shaky breath. Do not give up on the story I am writing. Something incredibly good is making its way toward you right now. You are absolutely not going to stay stuck in this miserable situation for the rest of your life. You are not going to remain shattered and broken forever. You are going to rise up stronger than before, simply because I am the Almighty One who is keeping you from sinking. My precious, beloved child, the story of your life is far from being over. The light of your future has not been extinguished. You still have every reason in the world to hold on to hope. Let these words I am speaking wash over your dry, exhausted soul like a cool, refreshing waterfall. Let them serve as a permanent reminder that I am never standing far away from you. I am intimately close. I have watched you do your absolute best to try and remain strong for everyone else. I have seen you try to force a smile even when the weight of the world felt crushing. I have watched you force yourself to keep functioning even when you felt like you were completely falling apart at the seams. And I just want you to know that I see all of your quiet, hidden efforts. I see the immense amount of internal strength it requires for you just to get out of bed and face a new day when your heart is completely shattered. I see the profound level of faith it takes for you to continue trusting me when you cannot comprehend why your life looks the way it currently does. And I want to tell you that I am so incredibly proud of you. Yes, I am deeply, genuinely proud of you. This pride is not because you have managed to do everything perfectly without making any mistakes, but simply because you stubbornly refuse to give up. You are still standing here. You are still trying. And in my eyes, that matters more than you could possibly ever comprehend. Sometimes you look in the mirror and you feel incredibly small and insignificant. You evaluate your life and you genuinely wonder if you are even capable of making any sort of positive difference in this massive world. But my child, you are infinitely more powerful and impactful than you realize. Every single time you choose to speak a word of kindness to a stranger, every time you choose to show genuine love instead of anger, every time you actively choose to believe in the good, you see it clearly. I honor every single one of those choices. You're currently carrying my bright light into dark places. Even on the days when you feel completely useless, you are actively making a massive difference in the spiritual realm, just by taking one small step of obedience at a time. You might not ever hear the loud applause of a crowd. You might not ever receive a formal thank you card for the sacrifices you make. But I promise you that I see every single detail, and I am going to personally reward you for all of it. The good, selfless things you do in total secret, I am going to honor and bless out in the wide open. The desperate, faithful prayers you have whispered alone behind locked doors, I am going to answer miraculously in front of crowds of people. I will never, ever forget a single thing you have done out of love for me and love for other people. Now, I need you to listen to me very carefully regarding your mistakes. There is absolutely no sin you could ever commit that is too great for my grace to completely forgive. There is absolutely no failure you could ever experience that is too massive for me to step in and totally redeem. I do not desire your flawless perfection. I am not interested in your religious performance or how well you can follow rules. The only thing I have ever truly wanted is your raw, authentic heart and your soul. So please just come directly to me exactly as you are right now. Bring all of your bleeding pain, bring all of your terrifying fears, bring all of your confusing doubts. I promise you that I will never, ever turn you away. I never have turned away anyone who came to me with a broken heart. When the heavy guilt of your past mistakes tries to convince you that you have gone way too far beyond the borders of my grace, I want you to immediately remember this core truth. Whenever you are hurting, I drop everything and run directly toward you. I never run away from you. I came to this earth specifically to save your life, not to point a finger and aggressively punish you. I came to wrap your wounds and heal you, not to inflict more harm upon you. My unconditional love is a solid, impenetrable shelter. It is a warm, fiercely protected safe haven. It is a permanent, loving home for the exhausted and weary. And that is exactly what I am extending to you right now, with wide open arms. I am begging you to completely let go of the heavy guilt. Let go of the burning, toxic shame. Let go of the exhausting, religious mindset that tells you that you have to somehow work hard enough to earn my affection. My love is a completely free gift. It is entirely full, lacking nothing. It is an absolute, forever guarantee. And over your life right now, I want to clearly speak the word peace. I am directly giving you my personal peace. This is not the fragile, temporary type of peace that the world tries to offer, which disappears as soon as circumstances get tough. The peace I am giving you is the kind that only I have the power to give. I want you to open up and let this profound peace completely fill every corner of your heart. Let it violently silence all of your screaming fears. Let it gently massage and calm your racing, panicked mind. You absolutely do not need to spend your energy being terrified of what might happen next week or next year. I am already standing there in your future, waiting for you. I will constantly go ahead of you to clear the path. I will continuously walk directly beside you to keep you company. And I will absolutely never, for all of eternity, abandon or leave you alone, my precious child. It is true that many things in your current reality probably do not make any logical sense right now. It is completely understandable that many of the situations you are facing feel incredibly cruel and deeply unfair. But I am asking you to trust my character. Believe me when I say that absolutely nothing you go through is ever wasted in my hands. I have the supreme power to take every single thing, even the most agonizing pain, even the longest, most frustrating periods of waiting, even the terrifying silence of unanswered prayers, and aggressively use it to produce something undeniably good in your life. I am the grand author, and I am currently in the process of writing an incredible, redemptive story using the details of your life. And I promise you that the very next chapter one am writing is absolutely overflowing with brilliant light and victory. So please just keep your grip tight and keep holding on. Keep your trust firmly planted in my goodness. Keep intentionally tuning your ears to listen to my gentle, encouraging voice and completely ignore the screaming, panicked voice of fear. Whenever your legs become too tired to take another step, I will physically carry you. Whenever you find yourself completely lost in the dark, I will personally guide you back to the path. Whenever your spirit is completely broken into pieces, I will be the one who sits and comforts you until you are whole again. I deeply know and understand how much you have been damaged by the very people you foolishly trusted. I felt the exact same sharp, breathless pain of betrayal that pierced your chest. I know you spend hours wondering, why in the world did they do this to me? Why did this terrible thing have to happen to my life? I know you constantly replay those painful memories on a loop inside your head, desperately wishing you possessed the power to rewind time and change the outcome. But my child, I need you to lean in and listen very closely to what I am about to say. Absolutely none of what happened to you was your fault, not a single bit of it. The incredibly destructive actions of those people flowed directly out of their own deeply damaged, severely broken hearts. Their toxic words and their selfish choices do not have any power to define who you actually are. Only I, your Creator, hold the authority to define your identity. And my official definition of you is that you are perfectly loved, entirely forgiven, and immeasurably valuable. I completely understand the agonizing sting of betrayal. I personally experienced it while I walked on this earth. I want you to remember that even the people who were closest to me, my own inner circle, turned their backs and walked away when things got difficult. One of my own chosen friends literally handed me over to the people who wanted to destroy me. I intimately know the crushing, suffocating loneliness of being completely abandoned and left behind by the people you love. But I also want you to remember that my crucifixion and betrayal was absolutely not the final end of my story. I rose again in absolute victory. And because of that, this current painful chapter is absolutely not the end of your story either. I am the God who actively turns agonizing pain into massive victory. I turn bitter betrayal into unshakable hope, and I am absolutely going to do the exact same miraculous thing for your life. Please, for your own sake, do not continue to hold tightly onto the hurt and the bitterness. I am asking you to forgive them. I am not asking you to forgive them because the terrible things they did to you were somehow acceptable or okay. I am asking you to forgive them simply because the act of forgiveness is the only key that will actually set your own heart free from the prison of bitterness. Let me come in and permanently heal that bleeding, infected place inside your soul. Let me completely fill the hollow, aching emptiness that those people selfishly left behind when they walked away. If your heart is finally ready to begin receiving more of my goodness, my child, please do not be utterly terrified to try and trust people again. Yes, it is incredibly important to trust carefully. You must exercise deep, godly wisdom when letting people into your inner circle. But please, do not permanently bolt the door to your heart shut. There are genuinely good, kind-hearted people on this earth who are going to love you with pure intentions, who are going to deeply honor your boundaries, and who are going to prove themselves to be fiercely loyal, faithful friends. I am actively in the process of guiding these specific people into your life right now. I just need you to remain open and willing to receive them when they finally arrive. Furthermore, I clearly see the massive pile of heavy worries that are constantly weighing you down. I see your obsessive fears regarding your financial situation, the intense anxiety you carry concerning the safety and well-being of your family members, and the general dread you feel when you think about your unknown future. I watch you lie perfectly still in your bed at night, your brain running 1,000,000 miles an hour, frantically trying to calculate exactly how everything is going to work out in the end. But I am stepping in right now, and I want you to finally rest. I am commanding you to take every single one of those heavy, crushing burdens and hand them directly over to me. I make a solemn vow to always provide for your physical and emotional needs. I make a solid promise to always guide your footsteps in the right direction. I make an eternal commitment to always take perfect care of you. Do not allow the demon of worry to successfully steal the joy that is available to you today. I want you to fully trust me with the details of your tomorrow. I have a perfect track record, and I will absolutely not fail you now. I currently possess absolutely everything you could possibly ever need, and I will personally ensure that it is delivered into your hands at the exact, mathematically perfect time. Your entire existence, your future, and your life are completely, undeniably safe within the palms of my hands. And my precious child, I also clearly see all of those massive, beautiful dreams that you have quietly tucked away into the deepest, dustiest corners of your heart. I am talking about the specific dreams that you have almost completely forced yourself to forget, simply because the current circumstances of your life make them look utterly and totally impossible to achieve. But allow me to gently remind you of who I am. Absolutely nothing in this entire universe is impossible for me to accomplish. If I am the one who originally planted that specific dream inside your heart, you better believe that I am going to be the one who miraculously brings it to life in my own perfect timing. So please, I am begging you, do not give up on those dreams. Do not take a shovel and bury them in the dirt of your disappointment. Keep aggressively believing in them. You might be completely confused by my methods right now. You might not understand my strange ways or my slow timing, but I promise you that very soon, the fog is going to lift, and you're going to clearly see exactly how flawlessly I was orchestrating every single detail behind the scenes. You are going to look back and be amazed at how I managed to extract profound goodness out of every single agonizing, difficult moment you endure. And when you finally see the completed masterpiece of your life, you are going to smile, a genuine smile, and confidently declare to the world, God was incredibly faithful to me, exactly as He promised He would be. Listen closely to my voice, my child. Your fragile heart is incredibly precious to me. I want you to protect it fiercely. But while you protect it, you must also fight to keep it open. Keep bravely choosing to love others. Keep boldly choosing to offer forgiveness. Keep fiercely choosing to trust my plan. And above absolutely everything else, keep walking closely hand in hand with me every single day. I will absolutely never lead you down the wrong path. I will absolutely never abandon you in the wilderness. I will always, for all of eternity, love you with a depth that words cannot express. Yes, my precious child, just let me continue speaking these gentle, healing words directly over your battered heart. I know there are times when you are standing in a crowded room, completely surrounded by chattering people, yet you feel more isolated and alone than ever before. You quietly look around and wonder if a single person in that room actually truly sees you, if anyone on this earth truly comprehends the immense pain you are carrying inside. But my child, I need you to know that you are never, ever unseen by my eyes. I am constantly watching you with deep affection. I always notice the subtle changes in your expression. Even when the rest of the world completely overlooks you and ignores you, I never miss a single detail. I intimately know every single complex emotion you feel, every single fleeting thought that crosses your mind, and every single silent struggle you battle. You never have to waste your breath trying to eloquently explain yourself or justify your feelings to me. I already understand your heart completely and totally. You're going to have specific days where you just feel incredibly weak, drained, and emotionally exhausted. During those days, your inner critic will loudly tell you that you should be much stronger, much braver, and performing much better than you are. But I need to remind you that I never, ever asked you to carry this heavy load of life all by yourself. I never once expected you to try and face the brutal realities of this world without my continuous help. My limitless strength is completely available for you to use. My perfect, undisturbed peace is yours for the taking. My unshakable courage belongs to you. All you ever have to do is just open your mouth and ask, and I will instantly rush to help you. I am always standing incredibly close by, completely ready to offer deep comfort, completely ready to wrap my arms tightly around you, and completely ready to help you pull yourself up from the dirt and rise once again. You absolutely never need to put on a mask and pretend that everything is fine when you are talking to me. I passionately desire your raw, unfiltered honesty, even if your thoughts feel incredibly messy, dark, or deeply confusing. Please, just bring your real, authentic, broken heart directly to me. I promise you that I will never, under any circumstances, reject you. I will never, ever push you away in disgust. And my wonderful child, please let this profound truth sink deep into your bones. Your specific life matters deeply to the fabric of this universe. Your daily presence here on this earth makes an actual measurable difference. You might not always have the eyes to clearly see the impact you're making, but I assure you that your small acts of kindness, your silent, faithful prayers, and your quiet, resilient strength are constantly touching and changing the lives of the people around you. You are actively making the world a better place, even on the days when you do not see any immediate, tangible results. Please, do not ever stop being the unique person you are. This broken world desperately needs exactly the specific version of you that I intentionally created. I know you constantly feel the heavy, suffocating pressure from society to try and transform yourself into someone else, to be better, to be different, to fit into some impossible mold. But I specifically designed you to be entirely unique. I lovingly created you to be exactly the way that you currently are, and I declare that you are completely enough. Please, I am asking you to immediately stop torturing yourself by constantly comparing your behind-the-scenes life to everyone else's highlight reels. They are walking their own specific journey with their own hidden struggles. Your personal journey is incredibly beautiful in its own distinct way, precisely because it contains all of your unique struggles, growth, and imperfection. I also clearly see the massive list of burning questions that live inside your heart. All of those agonizing, why questions. You constantly ask, why did that terrible tragedy have to happen? Why didn't that important relationship work out? Why in the world is my breakthrough taking such an incredibly long time to arrive? I want you to know that it is absolutely okay to ask me those hard questions. I am not intimidated by your frustration. But I also need you to realize that even in the painful moments when you do not receive clear, immediate answers from me, you must choose to trust the goodness of my heart. You must choose to fiercely trust the depth of my love for you. You must choose to trust that I absolutely know exactly what I am doing with your life, even if the current situation makes absolutely zero sense to your human understanding. Please remember this crucial fact, my child. I have the divine ability to see millions of things that you are completely blind to. My vision extends far beyond the pain of today, far beyond your current struggles, and far beyond your immediate circumstances. I can clearly see the massive wave of joy that is rapidly approaching you. I can clearly see the incredible life-changing blessing that are waiting for you just around the corner. I can clearly see the complete and total healing that I am actively bringing into every broken area of your life. I need you to grip tightly onto that specific truth with both of your hands. Much better days are absolutely on their way to you. Your current season of intense pain is guaranteed to not last forever. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Your strength is not defined by the fact that you never break down. True strength is defined by the fact that every single time this world breaks you, you stubbornly choose to keep getting back up on your feet. I am so incredibly proud of your deep courage. I am immensely proud of your stubborn persistence. I am so proud that even on the darkest days when every fiber of your being wanted to throw in the towel and give up completely, you bravely chose to take one more step forward. My beloved child, please let today be the turning point. Let today be the exact day that you finally make the conscious choice to trust me completely and fully again. Let today be the specific day that you intentionally take all of your heavy, exhausting worries and place them permanently into my capable hands. Let today be the day that your weary, battered heart finally learns how to rest. I give you my solemn word that I am going to take flawless care of you. I absolutely promise. And as you continue to listen to the sound of my words, I want you to actively feel my thick, warm peace beginning to fill up the empty spaces in your heart. I want you to feel my holy presence drawing incredibly close to you. I need you to know with absolute certainty that right now, at this exact moment in time, I am actively healing your wounds. I am completely renewing your exhausted spirit, and I am gently lifting you up out of the dirt. You are my deeply cherished child, and absolutely nothing in this universe, no demon, no circumstance, and no mistake will ever have the power to change that glorious truth. Yes, my dear, precious child, I am going to keep going. I want you to feel the undeniable weight of my absolute love in every single syllable I speak to you. I clearly see how incredibly hard you try every day to do the right thing. I intimately know that your deepest desire is to live a good, meaningful life. I know that your heart desperately wants to make me proud, and I am here to tell you that you absolutely are making me proud. Even in the dark moments when you are completely convinced that you are failing at everything, even when you feel like you are falling miles behind everyone else in life, I clearly see your genuine effort. I clearly see all the small, beautiful things you do behind closed doors. How you tenderly care for the people around you, how you constantly fight the internal battle to forgive those who hurt you, and how you continue to force yourself to pray even when the heavens feel like brass, and it is incredibly hard to find the words. All of these seemingly small things matter immensely to me. They mean significantly more to my heart than you could possibly ever comprehend. There are definitely times when you look at your life and you feel like your personal growth and progress is agonizingly slow. You feel like you are completely stuck in thick mud while everyone else is sprinting ahead. But I need to remind you that true, lasting growth requires significant time. Deep, permanent healing requires significant time. You are absolutely not falling behind schedule. You're standing exactly where you need to be standing at this very moment in time. Every single tiny step you manage to take, even the microscopic ones that feel insignificant, are successfully moving you forward on the path I have designed. Please, do not allow yourself to become terrified or discouraged by slow progress. I am absolutely not trying to rush you through this process. I am perfectly content walking alongside you, matching your pace, step by step. I will absolutely never abandon you or leave you behind in the dust. And please, my child, you must not allow your past mistakes and traumas to continually dictate your present happiness. The things that happen behind you are permanently behind you. I have already completely and totally forgiven you for every single misstep. I have taken your stained record and washed it absolutely spotless and clean. It is completely unnecessary for you to continue dragging around that heavy, suffocating bag of guilt and shame. I am commanding you to drop it and let it go. When I look at you, I do not see a shattered, broken, defective person. I look at you and I see an incredibly beautiful, flawless masterpiece. I look at you and I see someone who is entirely whole and complete. You are absolutely not too ruined to be fixed. You are absolutely not too damaged to be loved. You are absolutely not too late to start over. You belong entirely to me. And I want to assure you that I still have incredibly magnificent things planned for your life. There's so much more vibrant life waiting for you ahead. There's going to be significantly more explosive joy, significantly more profound love, and significantly more breathtaking moments that will literally leave you speechless in the best possible way. Do not let the enemy convince you of the lie that your story is essentially over. It is absolutely not over. I have personally authored a future for you that is overflowing with brilliant, undeniable hope. You are going to physically see it with your own eyes. All you need to do is just keep walking forward, hand in hand with me. And whenever the cold grip of fear tries to grab your heart, I want you to boldly speak my name out loud. Whenever dark, suffocating doubt tries to cloud your mind, I want you to intentionally remember all of the ironclad promises I have made to you. Whenever the difficult seasons of life feel like a long, endless night, I want you to remind yourself that the morning sun always, inevitably rises. Darkness simply does not possess the power to stick around forever. The brilliant light of breakthrough is currently on its way to you. I am your personal guiding light. I am your endless, welling source of strength. I am your ultimate, undisturbed peace. You truly do not need to have the entire blueprint of your life figured out right now. Just commit to staying as close to my presence as you possibly can. Please talk to me continuously throughout your day. Tell me about your random thoughts. Tell me about your shifting feelings. I genuinely want to hear about absolutely all of it. I am absolutely never going to get tired of listening to you. I never will. I absolutely love hearing the unique sound of your voice. I absolutely love being near your presence. And if you ever find yourself in a place where the pain is so deep that you feel like you do not even know how to properly pray anymore, just simply speak raw honesty from your heart. Even the faintest, quietest whisper immediately reaches my ears. Even a single, silent tear sliding down your face speaks volumes louder to me than 1,000 eloquent words ever could. I completely and totally understand everything you are going through. I am aggressively fighting for you. I am constantly standing with you. I am your ultimate, impenetrable safe place. So please, take a very deep, slow breath right now. Intentionally let go of all the crushing heaviness you have been carrying. Reach out and take my hand once again. We are going to walk through this difficult season together. We are going to take it just one single day at a time. We will conquer it just one single step at a time. I want you to know that I am absolutely not disappointed in how you are doing. I am absolutely not secretly angry with you. I love you with a pure, blazing love that has absolutely no end and no limits. I can clearly see all of those complex thoughts that constantly trouble your mind. I see the quiet, creeping worries that you are too embarrassed to ever speak out loud to anyone else. You constantly torture yourself wondering if you are doing enough to succeed. You constantly wonder if you have accidentally strayed off the right path. You constantly wonder if I have somehow canceled the good plan I originally had for your life. And I want to give you my loud, clear, undeniable answer right now. Yes, yes, I absolutely still have a magnificent plan for you. Yes, you are absolutely more than enough exactly as you are. Yes, you are still perfectly aligned on the specific path that I have carved out for you, even if the road looks foggy and unclear to you at this current moment. I notice that sometimes you spend entirely too much of your precious energy dwelling on the past. You constantly beat yourself up, asking, what if I had just done things slightly differently? You obsessively replay critical moments in your mind, desperately wishing you had the ability to go back and make completely different choices. But my child, I do not want you to build a house and live in the past. I am absolutely not holding your past history against you. I am not keeping a scorecard of your mistakes. I desperately want you to lift your eyes and look ahead at your future with burning hope. I want you to deeply know that I possess the miraculous ability to extract breathtaking beauty from every single broken, shattered piece of your history. You are absolutely not permanently stuck where you are right now. Even on the days when it feels like absolutely nothing in your environment is changing, I am still actively working behind the scenes. Even when every single day feels exactly the same as the last, I am violently shifting things around in the unseen spiritual realm. I am busy moving important people into place, arranging perfect timing, and unlocking massive doors of opportunity. You might not be able to physically feel the ground moving beneath your feet right now, but I promise that you will see the visible results very soon. Just keep your grip tight and keep holding on. Before we conclude this time together, let us join our hearts in prayer. Heavenly Father, I come before you right now, completely drawn in by the deep, holy stillness of a moment that feels entirely set apart from the chaos of the world. With your gentle, warm light and perfect peace surrounding my spirit, I can physically feel my hardened heart beginning to soften. It is becoming like fresh, open soil, completely ready and willing to receive the fullness of your presence. Lord Jesus, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for actively inviting me into this holy, sacred hush, where the deafening noise of the world finally fades away, and your comforting nearness becomes significantly more real to me than anything else in my life. I can feel the absolute warmth of your loving gaze resting upon me, much like brilliant sunlight gently filtering through the dark clouds after a massive rainstorm. It is a beautiful reminder that I am truly seen by you, that I am deeply loved by you, and that you are always standing incredibly near to me. Lord, right here in this quiet, safe space, I want to bring you all the heavy things that I have been too terrified to say out loud to anyone else. I am handing over the crushing burdens that I have been trying to carry by myself for far too long. I am releasing the endless, spinning worries that constantly tire my mind and drain my energy. I am giving you all the confusing, painful questions that constantly echo in the silence of my room. I offer every single piece of it over to you right now. I know that I do not need to pretend to be perfect when I am standing here with you. I know that I do not need to try and impress you with fancy words or religious behavior. I only need to be completely, rawly real with you. And so, that is exactly what I am doing. I am asking you, Jesus, to please meet me right here in the middle of this beautiful simplicity. Please let your perfect, undisturbed peace settle deeply over my fragile heart, just like a soft, warm blanket on a freezing night. Please completely calm my racing, anxious thoughts. Please reach in and replace my paralyzing fear with a solid, unshakable trust in your goodness. Help me to remember how to breathe deeply again, resting in the absolute knowledge that you are completely in control of the universe and that my life is entirely safe resting in your strong hands. Jesus, please teach my eyes how to notice your beautiful presence in the quiet, everyday moments of my life. In the simple way the morning sunlight dances across the floorboards, in the gentle whisper of the wind rustling through the green trees, and in the steady, reliable rhythm of my own breathing. Constantly remind my spirit that you are not only present during the massive, mountaintop miracles, but that you are equally present in the small, quiet, seemingly insignificant sacred places of my daily routine as well. I pray that I will never, ever overlook or take for granted the profound beauty that is found in total stillness, the incredible, undeniable strength that is found in complete surrender, and the miraculous, life-changing healing that is found by simply sitting quietly in your presence. Even when my daily life becomes incredibly chaotic, busy, or terrifyingly uncertain, please let this profound, grounding peace that I am feeling right now become the heavy anchor for my soul. Let the entirety of my life echo the beautiful stillness of this very prayer. Make my life gentle, make it true, and make it completely overflowing with your endless grace. And as I stand up and walk forward into the future, I pray that I may carry this sacred, holy quiet deep within my chest, allowing it to dictate the words I speak, to shape the actions I take, and to continuously deepen the level of love I am able to show to the broken people around me. Thank you, Jesus, from the bottom of my heart, for always being the ultimate calm in the middle of my raging storms. Thank you for being the gentle, guiding whisper in the center of my chaos. Thank you for being the brilliant, blazing light that absolutely never fades away or burns out. Amen. If this deeply emotional message has touched your heart today, please type Amen in the comment section below, and do not hesitate to share this video directly with someone in your life who desperately needs to hear this encouragement today. We invite you to be a powerful messenger of God's unconditional love to a world that is hurting. We also ask that you please support our channel. Our ultimate goal and daily mission is to bring genuine happiness, deep comfort, and bright hope into your life, and to foster a deep sense of devotion and reverence towards God. If you feel led to do so, and if you want to support our ongoing mission, you can easily donate to us by clicking the Super Thanks button located right down below this video. Thank you, and God bless you.